Children, we call it good moment again. Lesson 4, we are back. Guess what? We have to enjoy this lesson by starting with a very simple thing. What's that? Goods or commodities or trade items that the Arabs picked from East Africa. Let me read it for you. Goods. Someone can call it trade items, and maybe somebody can call it commodities that were got from East Africa by the Arabs. I know you know this one is primary 5. You looked at this, so it's like a revision. Let us list them together. The first item that the Arabs picked from East Africa, 1. Yes, we say they picked slaves, people who were carrying goods. First item, slaves. Second item, you know what? The elephants have their horns, which are very, very, very marketable, and it is known as ivory. So ivory was also another trade item that the Arabs picked from East Africa. So another one, we say ivory. They also picked animal skins. What else did they pick? They also picked goods like minerals, igi, gold, and very many others. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this one is yours. You can list them. I've given you 4. Give more 4 other trade items that the Arabs picked from East Africa. Now the second subheading is all about the trade items that the Arabs brought into East Africa. Very interesting, very simple. Look, trade items brought by the Arabs into East Africa. What do you think these Arabs brought into East Africa? First of all, I'll talk of the crops. They brought new crops. Which crops? We can talk of cloves, that is commonly grown at Zanzibar Island. So cloves, as an example of crops, so they introduced new crops. Igi, for example, cloves. Cloves is CLOVE and S. We can use it for making spices or perfumes. They also introduced things like new clothes. Igi kanzu. They introduced guns. You see, they introduced currency. The first form of currency to be introduced on the land of the black people, that is East Africa, was cowrie shells, and it was introduced by the Arabs. So I've listed also for you 4 new currency. They introduced new currency. That was cowrie shells. and the swords, among others. So you also again list more for, because you learned them, I'm very sure, in primary 5. So you also add me here 1, 2, 3, and 4. You add more for trade items that the Arabs introduced onto East Africa. So apart from that, or away from that, so we want to look at now slave trade. You see, slave trade as the type of trade introduced by the Arabs. So what does it mean? I'm saying it will be slave trade. Slave trade. Definition: the buying and selling of people as slaves. So we are winding our lesson by saying we started with the trade items that were picked from East Africa by the Arabs. We said they picked slaves, they picked ivory, they picked animal skins, and yours are here. Then we said, what did they bring for us? They brought new crops, clothes, kanzu, guns, and currency, and yours are here. So I hope we shall meet in lesson 5 that will wind up week 1. You can play this video over and over for more notes of what you've learned. See you